Hi, and welcome to On the Shelves at ACPL. We are continuing our series of our new books on the new bookshelf, and this group are our fantasy novels. So let's get started. Our first book is Jest Right by Piers Anthony. It is part of his Xanth series of books. In this book, Jess is cursed to be able to make people laugh, but also cursed because no one will ever take her seriously. Magnus has a circus and is willing to pretend to take her seriously if she will become one of his acts. But first, they have to go see the wizard. And yes, I do see the parallels here to the Wizard of Oz. They have to go see the good magician who will give them a flying boat for, I guess, to take the circus from place to place. But the good magician doesn't really know what the quest is. He thinks it might be saving princesses, it might be doing this, it might be doing that. They do actually figure out what their real quest is, which is to save the country from a bird who has a bone to pick with them. But will they be able to complete their quest? You'll have to pick up the book to find out. Our next book is also part of a long-running series. It is Peace Talks by Jim Butcher. It is part of the Dresden Files. In this book, Dresden is in his hometown of Chicago. All of the bigwigs of the supernatural world are here for peace talks. But his family is also in town and causing not just a little bit of trouble, but a lot. His brother may be the reason that the alliance that keeps all the supernatural peoples from fighting is right on the edge, and his brother might be the one that is trying to push it over and erode the peace that exists right now. And his grandfather is warning him, hey, this is what your brother's doing, you need to take care of it. So Dresden finds himself in quite the pickle with his family and trying to keep peace in the world. Our next book is The Wolf of Orenarrow by K.S. Villoso. Queen Talion made it through the War of the Wolves. She is trying to unite her kingdom and is going to marry the leader of a rival clan, which will ensure this. But before they get married, he disappears and everything falls apart. Years later, she gets a mysterious letter, supposedly from him, and she rushes across the sea to reunite with him and find out what happened. And then there's an assassination attempt. She finds herself in a land where she doesn't know anyone and people are very hostile to her, and she doesn't know why she's there, who brought her there, and who is trying to kill her. Our next book is Harrow the Ninth by Tamsyn Muir. This is a sequel to her previous book, Gideon the Ninth. In this book, Harrow is called by her ruler to train and become an angel of the undead. She is with her largest rival in this training and figures out that her sword is making her feel sick and everything makes her feel bad, and possibly someone's trying to kill her. And if so, is the world better off if she is killed? So she has some existential angst going on, as well as the real threat of this war and dealing with her rival during training. Our next book is Queen of Storms by Raymond E. Feist. This is the second book in the Fire Main saga. but it is set in the same world as many of his other books have been set. And in this book, a young couple move to a new land. They open an inn. They're going to celebrate midsummer with the wedding of their friends. But all of that is an illusion because the innkeeper is actually there as a spy. His father had been one of the previous rulers. His son had been hidden and spirited away when he was killed, and now Hatu has come back to enact his revenge and perhaps take over this land again. But as you might guess, things do not go as planned, and there is a lot of chaos and destruction, death, and he has to figure out what his real path is in this world. And our last fantasy novel is The Vanished Queen by Lisbeth Campbell. The queen has disappeared, and while the king says, "Oh, you know, something horrible has happened. We have lost the queen," everyone in the country knows that he is the one who disappeared her. Years later, a young lady finds the queen's journal and joins the resistance because the king, who is rather evil, has killed her father, and she wants revenge and wants to find out what really happened to the queen. One of the king's sons is ready for his father's rule to be over. He wants to put his brother, on the throne, and he considers partnering up with this young lady and the resistance to get rid of his father. But little does he know that the resistance also has plans for him and his brother that might not be the best. So will they find out what happened to the queen, and who will end up in charge at the end of this book? Those are all of our new fantasy novels. If you would like to put any of them on hold, you can call any of our branches, or you can go onto our website, alamancelibraries.org, and click on catalog. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the shelves.